All right, let's move on to Jesus Ferreira, another transfer or potential transfer that'll leave you scratching your heads. Tom Bogert and The Athletic, really the key reporters here on this one. Let's give them their credit. FC Dallas apparently receiving a $13 million bid, Herc, for the 23-year-old attacker from Russian club Spartak Moscow, an offer that reportedly would have been accepted until Major League Soccer nixed the deal, citing the risks for American companies doing business with Russian companies, given the many international sanctions against Russia since the invasion in Ukraine. Jesus Ferreira reportedly was negotiating personal terms with Spartak Moscow, which makes it seem like he pretty much wanted this move, Herc. In light of that, are you cool with MLS shutting down the deal?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. This isn't an MLS single entity, MLS is bad type of thing. This is a legal and moral issue. Remind me if these FIFA sanctions over Russian clubs and their participation in Europe or any FIFA competition is still going on. Yes, it is. Remind me if Lukoil, who owns Spartak, has sanctions with the U.S. Treasury. Yes, they do. So remind me again why most serious teams or serious leagues around the world don't do business with these Russian clubs, like the most popular and to many the best league in the world, the Premier League, who doesn't do business today with these Russian clubs. In fact, there's a case of Luis Chavez, World Cup hero for Mexico, okay? Luis Chavez, of going to Russia, and Pachuca, his club, did not want to deal with the Russian club. I won't take money from that club. So you know what they did? That club, that Russian club, okay, gives money to Luis Chavez's agent, who then gives money to Luis Chavez so Luis Chavez can purchase his buyout clause on his own so he can leave. Serious clubs around the world think twice when doing business with these Russian clubs. This isn't an MLS issue. MLS is bad single entity. This is a legal and moral issue, and I have no problem with it.
If one of us is defending MLS headquarters on this show, it's something. If both of us are, then you know it's I think a rarity, an extreme rarity on this show, right?
Yeah.
They did the right thing here, and there's precedent. It was written in the article on The Athletic a year ago, or I think maybe a year and a half ago, 2022. There was a similar situation. Christian Cáceres, Venezuelan player for New York Red Bulls, was linked with a club in Russia. I think there was something like a $5 million offer.
Right.
He ends up going for $1 million to a French team. So when an offer sounds too good to be true, and the numbers are maybe a little bit bigger than you would expect, that there's probably something to it. That's what's going on with these Russian teams. I don't know how much morality is in this, Herc. I think if FC Dallas and MLS really truly believed that they could get the money out of this Russian team, they'd take $13 million, because that's a great haul for Jesus Ferreira. I don't have any problem here with MLS. My problems here are with the people negotiating this deal, because it got pretty far down the line.
Yeah, right. Should have been
FC
vetted.
Dallas, the representation for Jesus Ferreira, I'm not going to take a shot at Jesus Ferreira. You put a big bag of money in front of a 23-year-old kid, and you don't tell him kind of what's attached to that. I understand why he might want to jump at this, but the representation, FC Dallas,
absolutely.
Are you serious right now? I mean, this is borderline irresponsible. I can't believe that they would really seriously entertain this. You know, and I got to ask what their goal here was with Jesus Ferreira, because now you got a player who's starting preseason and is probably going to be pretty bummed out. We know that moves like this falling apart at this time can really impact the athlete.
Absolutely. And this is, you said, Jesus Ferreira might have wanted the money. He may have thought Europe, Russia is in Europe. I want to get to Europe. Who knows how well vetted these athletes are or their representation. I put it more on the representation, because there's no way.
Have you watched the news? Do you have a newspaper?
Yeah. There is no way. I could see Jesus Ferreira being blinded by Europe, being blinded by the money. But if your representation here, this is what you're paid for. And this goes on both sides, not just Jesus Ferreira's representation, but you said it, FC Dallas. Like, how numb do you have to be? The league shouldn't have to be the one who says, well, hey, hold on a second, maybe this isn't a good idea, let's not do this.
Right. There's the economic sanctions, which is important. There's also the safety, right? We know everything that happened with Brittany Griner, everything that happened around that. Jesus Ferreira played for the United States at a World Cup.
Represented by the same agency, by the way, as Jesus Ferreira.
That is an American international player that would potentially be going to Russia. You can just think about the potential problems that could arise from that.